Let's get to some other news right now, including what's going on in New York City right now. Security very tight for this week's United Nations General Assembly. The city's mayor, Michael Bloomberg, said recently that the massive rioting that swept Europe, North Africa, elsewhere in Europe, for example, this year could actually happen right here in the United States if economic conditions don't improve. Let's talk about this and more with the New York City Police Commissioner, Ray Kelly. It's always good to have you. I always feel a little bit more secure when you're sitting here next to me in New York than maybe other times, Commissioner. But how worried should we be? The mayor is suggesting, you know, if the economic situation gets worse, there could be some rioting going on in big cities around the country.
We have the Occupy Wall Street demonstration going on right now. It started on Saturday. It's been very peaceful. A couple of minor arrests. So far, so good.
Is that supposed to go on for a long time, or is that...
You're going to have to ask those folks, but I think there's been some statements that they intend to sleep in Wall Street, or at least in lower Manhattan, for a period of time.
Do they have a permit for that? That's legal, I assume.
They have no permit.
Do they need a permit?
They're going to sleep in public areas and not block the sidewalk. So if they adhere to the specifics of the law, it won't be a problem.
Are those big demonstrations, hundreds, 200, 500?
Well, it's come down quite a bit in size. It was about 1,000 people, I guess, on Saturday, but it's dwindled down to about 100 now.
You got a lot of world leaders here in New York City right now, more than 100 world leaders, including the President of the United States. I had to walk many blocks because of what we call gridlock here in New York. How do you handle a situation like this? I know you do it every year, but it seems to be getting more intense every year.
It's a challenge, no question about it. We do have a lot of experience doing it. There's, I think, 137 heads of state are expected here at last count.
And all of them have a little motorcade, they have their security. You've got to coordinate all of that.
Correct. We work close with the Secret Service, the State Department security people. I think at last count there's about 750 escorts that'll take place during the next 4.5 days. So it's difficult. It's a good idea to stay away from driving on the east side of Manhattan, I'll tell you that.
I remember the security was intensified, understandably, around the 10th anniversary of 9/11 because there was a specific threat.
Correct.
Unconfirmed, but a specific threat. Is that threat still out there, or is that history?
Yeah, that threat has not been totally answered. There's still some issues associated with it, and obviously we take an awful lot of precautions during the UN General Assembly. We have a lot of additional police officers. As I say, we work closely with our federal partners. You know, we do this, and we hopefully we do it well. We have a lot of experience.
So that threat that was out there around 9/11, it's still out there. Correct. But because I don't see a whole lot of people paying attention to it, but you are.
Well, we are paying attention to it. Obviously, we were concerned about the confluence of that threat and the memorial on September 11th, but we haven't taken our guard down. It's still, as I say, some open issues, and we're very vigilant.
And you're in very close touch with the Department of Homeland Security in Washington, the FBI, on all of that.
Absolutely.
But has there been any new information that's come in since the 10th anniversary of 9/11?
No new information, but as I say, that threat is still open.
Good luck this week. I know it's a nightmare for you and all the men and women who work with you, but we're deeply appreciated for keeping this beautiful city safe. Thanks very much.
Thank you. They do a great job. Thanks.
Thanks, Commissioner.
Thanks, Wolf.
Jack Cafferty's here. He's a New Yorker, as we all know. He's got the Cafferty file. Jack.
And Ray Kelly runs the best police force in the world, bar none. I've lived here a long time, and there is no law enforcement agency anywhere that begins to compare to it.